Guten Tag, and welcome to the sixth installment of German Month. I do hope you've been enjoying this series, folks. Now, something quite miraculous has happened. I've actually got my hands on a real bona fide Oktoberfest beer from the heart of the fatherland, Bavaria, and it's one I've never reviewed before, or actually seen in Australia before until recently. So, what I'm holding in my hands here is Schneider Weisse Tap 4 Festweisse, which comes in at 6.2% alcohol by volume. And it's, of course, been deep chilling in the SwillinGrog beer fridge for a wee while. So, it's time that I grab the trusty BB Barfly bottle opener, crack off the cap. Oh, some nice smoke there. And I'll pour it out into this Spiegelau wheat beer glass. Okay, at this point I'll just give it a bit of a swirl. Okay. So anyway, as it turns out, there have been a few, Bavarian Oktoberfest beers make their way into Australia. A particular, online seller here, and they have a couple of physical stores down in New South Wales, Beer Cartel. They got, your Plana, your Hackashaw, Hofbrau. They got them all, sold them, obviously in a pack, but, all the Oktoberfest beers they put out, and they disappeared pretty quick, actually. This was another one that they had on offer, but I didn't get it from them. I was able to procure it for a somewhat cheaper price, directly from the actual distributor, which was quite pleasing. And the distributor, as it turns out, are in Queensland. So, I got them rather quick. Anyway, back to the actual beer itself. It's quite a, hazy golden color. Yeah, very, very hazy, actually. Yeah, although I can still see through it somewhat and see that it's rather effervescent. And, I poured it very gently, so we've only got, 2 fingers of off-white head. I should have got a bit more aggressive with it, but, the last Hefeweizen I reviewed, I probably poured it a bit too aggressively, into that American wheat beer glass, and it was just just a little bit too much head, but that's often what you get with this style. Anyway, I'm most excited to actually have a real Oktoberfest beer to review during German Month, and wow, I'm just really quite over the moon about it, actually. Yeah, beautiful artwork on this bottle. Unfortunately, I'd have to get a real close-up for you to sort of see it, but yes, it's just truly, truly superb, and I'm overjoyed to, obviously have this in my hand. So anyway, enough babbling, onto the aroma. Wow, getting a lot there in the aroma. Somewhat a fruity sort of smell. I mean, there's citrus there. There's a bit of piney sort of a bit of a piney sort of note as well. That doughy banana-y sort of taste, yeast. When I say banana-y taste, banana-y smell. There's just so much going on in the aroma. Wow. Anyhow, I've talked about the appearance and the aroma, so I think it's high time for the taste test, folks. Prost. Wow. Well, up front, getting a nice malt hit. getting that banana, getting that fruitiness, citrus, sort of even piney notes. Wow, and there's a nice subtle sweetness to it all. Not a tremendous amount of actual bitterness. It's there, but it's still quite minimal. Yeah, I mean, just flavour-wise, it's quite complex, and I think, we initially got that, in the aroma. There's a tremendous amount going on with this brew. Yeah, it's a Hefeweizen, with an extra amount of sort of zing to it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Anyway, I must have another gulp. It's certainly going down smooth. Like I said, it's got a beautiful zing to it. Yeah, it's, wow, just really quite tremendous, this one. Yeah, almost in the earth-shattering zone, I think, where it just completely sends you into a state of, absolute euphoria. Yeah, this is really something else. I'm so pleased that I was able to get my hands on it. Yeah, particularly for this German month series, and also given the fact that it's an actual Oktoberfest beer, one that I've never had before. So the body itself is, somewhere between medium and full, leaning towards full. It's bold, it's uncompromising. It's drinkable, yes, but you couldn't probably session it at 6.2% ABV, but you could have a few and feel quite pleasantly toasted. But yeah, look, it's just a must try. Obviously, it's out there on the Australian market, so if you can get your hands on it, folks, it's well worth your while. The price point, is where it's obviously, not, well, the price point, as I often say, is the thing that, lets it down here in Australia. I saw these retailing for, about nearly $10, but I was able to get this from the distributor for $7.99, which is still obscene, but a little bit better than what they're retailing for, from the likes of a lot of online retailers who were selling them at the best part of $10. Anyway, that's the only thing that really lets it down, but that's the way it is with most imported beer, or just beers in general in Australia. Just far too much tax applied to them. Anyhow, let's not let it ruin this moment, because this is a sensational brew. It's just absolutely superb. I can't say enough good things about it. Rightio, so I'll just have my one last gulp and give it a score out of 10. Rightio, well, all in all, if you haven't already guessed, I'm pretty euphoric about it. So, I think this Schneider Weisse Tap 4 Festweisse is definitely deserving of an 11 out of 10. So there you go, folks. An 11 out of 10 for this one. An absolutely stellar brew. One that, you'll definitely remember. And like I said earlier, I really do encourage you to seek it out. It's definitely out there on the Australian market. And for those of you overseas, well, I dare say, it's got to be, around your neighbourhood too. Yeah. Well, particularly at this time of year anyway, I would hope. Well, I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the rest of this, and maybe think about even ordering some more. But until then, auf Wiedersehen.